What would cause all 7 members of BTS to simultaneously abandon their choreographed positions during one of their most high-energy and precisely staged songs to run across the massive Stanford Stadium stage toward Bang Si-hyuk, who was watching from the wings? And how did this spontaneous break from their meticulously planned performance fit into the context of Mic Drop, their most confident and powerful anthem? The K-pop world was absolutely electrified last night when BTS shocked 70,000 fans at Stanford Stadium by completely departing from their rehearsed mic drop choreography mid-performance, with Jin apparently initiating a coordinated sprint toward the side of the stage where Bang Si-hyuk stood watching, and the other 6 members immediately following in what became a chaotic but joyful stampede that left the chairman of their company looking bewildered and touched as all 7 performers surrounded him while still attempting to continue singing and maintaining the song's energy. The footage that has now been viewed over 6 billion times shows the precise moment when Jin broke formation during the song's intense second verse. His sudden movement toward stage right immediately triggering recognition and response from the other members who abandoned their positions to follow him, creating a cascade effect where the carefully choreographed performance dissolved into spontaneous demonstration of affection and appreciation for the man who discovered them and who made their entire journey possible. The fact that this occurred during Mic Drop, specifically, a song about confidence, success, and proving doubters wrong, adds layers of meaning to the gesture as a statement about who deserves credit for their achievements, and who they wanted to acknowledge at the peak moment of a song celebrating their dominance. Why would BTS choose Mic Drop, specifically as the moment to break their performance and run to Bang Si-hyuk? And does the song's themes about success and overcoming obstacles make it the perfect context for acknowledging the person who believed in them when they were nobodies? According to fan theories and analysis of the symbolism, the decision to make this gesture during Mic Drop, rather than during a slower emotional ballad or during a talking segment, was apparently intentional choice to demonstrate that their confidence and success, which the song embodies and celebrates, is directly connected to and made possible by Bang Si-hyuk's vision, investment, and guidance. The specific timing within the song when the run toward Bang Si-hyuk occurred was during lyrics about proving people wrong and showing results, making the gesture read as visual statement that, "We did what you believed we could do, and we're showing you the results in this stadium of 70,000 fans," transforming what could have been just a sweet moment of appreciation into powerful symbolic recognition of completed journey from potential to achievement. The contrast between the song's aggressive confident energy and the tender emotional quality of 7 men running to embrace their mentor created cognitive dissonance that made the moment even more impactful and memorable than if it had occurred during a more obviously sentimental song. The detail that has ARMY absolutely sobbing and that has made this moment instantly iconic is that when all 7 members reached Bang Si-hyuk at the side of the stage, they didn't stop or slow the performance but instead surrounded him and continued singing Mic Drop directly to him while pointing, gesturing, and essentially performing the song's confident, boastful lyrics as though saying, "Look what we did, look what we became," turning what could have been simple hug into a full performance moment where Bang Si-hyuk became the audience for a song about proving worth and achieving impossible success. The specific image of 7 global superstars performing their most confident anthem directly at the man who discovered them as unknown trainees, with the stadium of 70,000 fans watching and screaming in the background, has been described as one of the most powerful visual representations of mentor-protege relationship success in entertainment history. The visible emotion on Bang Si-hyuk's face as he was surrounded by BTS performing to him, with reports suggesting he was again fighting tears despite having just had an emotional moment with them earlier in the concert, demonstrated that regardless of his powerful position and the commercial success of their relationship, being acknowledged and appreciated in such a public dramatic way by the artists he helped create touched him deeply on personal level. The Stanford Stadium concert where this unforgettable spontaneous moment occurred was already becoming legendary before the Mic Drop incident due to the earlier emotional embrace between BTS and Bang Si-hyuk, but the decision to have a second major unscripted moment during one of their signature high-energy performances, rather than keeping the rest of the show standard, transformed the entire concert into a historic event that will be referenced and discussed for years. The fact that both spontaneous Bang Si-hyuk moments occurred at this specific show, rather than being spread across multiple tour dates, has led to speculation about whether something about the Stanford location or context made it particularly meaningful, or whether the emotional connection simply reached a tipping point during this performance that allowed for expressions that might have been controlled or contained at other shows. The mic drop performance leading up to the spontaneous run toward Bang Si-hyuk was apparently proceeding normally with all the expected choreography and staging, giving no indication that anything unusual was about to occur, and making Jin's sudden break from formation even more shocking to both the audience and to the other members who had to instantly decide whether to maintain the planned performance or to follow Jin's lead. The split-second decision by all 6 other members to immediately abandon choreography and follow Jin, rather than continuing as planned, demonstrates both their unity and their shared feelings about Bang Si-hyuk that made the spontaneous gesture feel immediately right and important, even if it meant disrupting the performance. The technical and production challenges created by BTS suddenly running to the side of the stage mid-performance were apparently managed impressively well by the concert crew, with cameras immediately adjusting to capture the unexpected moment rather than continuing to show the now empty main stage areas, and with audio mixing ensuring that the members' vocals remained clear and properly balanced, even as they moved to positions that hadn't been planned or rehearsed. The professionalism of the production team in adapting to the spontaneous deviation from the plan ensured that the moment was captured properly for both the live audience and for the broadcast, and recording that would allow global fans to experience it. The audience reaction to witnessing this unexpected departure from the planned performance was initially confused screaming as people tried to understand what was happening and why the choreography had suddenly stopped, followed by recognition and emotional response as they realized BTS was making spontaneous gesture toward Bang Si-hyuk, culminating in sustained cheering, and what attendees describe as genuine collective emotional response, as the audience recognized they were witnessing something special and unrehearsed. The specific quality of the crowd noise during this moment has been noted as being different from typical concert screaming, with more emotional supportive energy rather than just excitement. The continuation of the mic drop performance after the spontaneous moment with Bang Si-hyuk involved BTS attempting to transition back into the planned choreography and staging, a process that was apparently somewhat messy and imperfect, as they worked to find their positions and timing after the unplanned disruption. The fact that the performance didn't seamlessly return to perfection but rather showed them working to recover and regroup actually added to the authenticity and impact of the moment, demonstrating that this had genuinely been spontaneous deviation rather than planned element that was made to look improvised. The social media response to footage of the mic drop moment has been even more intense than the response to the earlier embrace, with the combination of the high-energy song context, the visual drama of all 7 members running across the stage, and the powerful symbolism of performing their success anthem to the person who made that success possible, creating perfect viral moment that has been shared, edited, analyzed, and discussed across every platform. The specific frame of all 7 members surrounding Bang Si-hyuk and performing directly to him has become an iconic image that encapsulates their relationship and their journey in a single powerful visual. The response from BTS members themselves in the days following the concert has included social media posts referencing the emotional Stanford show without providing specific details about the Bang Si-hyuk moments, maintaining some mystique while acknowledging that something special occurred. The decision not to explicitly explain or contextualize the spontaneous gestures has allowed fans and observers to interpret and find meaning in the moments themselves, rather than having official narrative imposed on what should remain organic emotional expressions. In conclusion, BTS and Jin's stunning decision to spontaneously break from their mic drop choreography during the Stanford concert to run toward Bang Si-hyuk and perform the song's confident success celebrating lyrics directly to him has created one of the most powerful and symbolically rich moments in K-pop history. The choice to make this gesture during mic drop, specifically rather than during a slower emotional song, transformed it from simple appreciation into powerful statement about gratitude to the person who made their success possible, with them essentially performing their achievement and confidence directly to the mentor who believed in them when they were unknown trainees with everything to prove. The spontaneity and the slight messiness of the moment, with the performance becoming imperfect as they ran across stage and surrounded Bang Si-hyuk, paradoxically made it more meaningful and authentic than any carefully choreographed tribute could have been, demonstrating that sometimes the most powerful expressions of gratitude and appreciation come from abandoning the plan and following the heart's impulse regardless of how it might look or whether it fits the program.